How are we doing today, Planet Earth? My name is Ian Fox, and right now, I am feeling very optimistic about the future of Fallout. Nearly 2 years ago, at the time of me recording this, I uploaded a video called How to Save Fallout, and it blew up a little bit, becoming one of the most successful videos on my channel to this very day.
Nice.
I bring it up because at the time of making it, Fallout as a brand was, as I described in that video, laying face down in the dirt. As of now, in 2025, things have gotten a little bit better for the franchise, but at the same time, not a whole lot has changed. The biggest win that Fallout has had in recent years is without a doubt the TV show on Amazon Prime. The first season of the show, in my opinion, was really damn good.
This shit means something to me, man.
The show was very visually interesting, the story and characters were great, and it left a lot of questions that will hopefully be answered in Season 2, which is currently being filmed in Los Angeles right now. I wish I could show you all of the leaked photos that I've seen, but I don't want this video to get taken down, so I'm not gonna risk it. But I will say that the New California Republic, as well as Caesar's Legion, are confirmed by said pictures to be in Season 2. So in general, when it comes to the TV show, there is a lot to be excited about. Unfortunately, for the primary video game side of the brand, this is where not much has changed. Fallout 76 is still largely the face of any official new content that is coming out anytime in the near future. I will say that 76 has introduced some things that have piqued my interest, and I am currently kinda playing it and trying to give it a fair shot after about 15 or so prior attempts to understand what it is about that game that its players like so much. Nuka World on Tour and the Skyline Valley update are a big draw for me, but just recently they added the ability to transform your character into a ghoul, which is incredibly appealing to me as a gameplay option, especially since ghoul characters get access to abilities and perk cards that basic characters don't.
That's a 10.
When it comes to Fallout 76, those are the things that have been tempting me to sit down and try to trudge through the things that I dislike about that game, and it is certainly working on me. Maybe I'll even get a video about it. We shall see. In regards to the possibility of remaking the first two games in the first/third-person Bethesda style, it seems that the idea is not even on the table, according to Todd Howard. In an interview from July of 2024, he said that Bethesda won't be remaking or remastering either of those two titles because he feels that the era they came from gives them charm. This is an excuse he has used in the past, despite remastering Skyrim and re-releasing it God knows how many times now.
You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it!
What's interesting about this statement is that he also said the same thing about Oblivion and Fallout 3. One of the main ideas I talked about in that previously mentioned video was remastering both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas to allow people to play both of those great experiences on current gen hardware, with better visuals and improved gameplay mechanics. As of now, there has been no official word on remasters for either 3 or New Vegas, aside from Todd Howard outright saying that such a thing will not be happening anytime soon in an interview with Mr. Matty Plays back in June of 2024. What was interesting about this interview was that Todd also said that the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion would not be getting the remaster treatment anytime soon either. Matty asked Todd about this because remasters for these titles became a talking point amongst fans in September of 2023, when during the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard versus FTC lawsuit, some files were leaked, and among them was a ZeniMax management forecast. There are a number of games here that caught the eyes of players everywhere, but among them was a mention of two games that stood out from the rest: an Oblivion remaster and a Fallout 3 remaster. Alongside these leaks came the detail that Bethesda planned to do no marketing for either of them, and instead just rely on the brand name alone to sell the product once they found the right time to shadow drop them. That was over a year and a half ago now, without any word about either of these supposed remasters. That is, until mid-April, when VirtuousGames.com accidentally leaked what appeared to be real screenshots of an Oblivion remaster. It seems at this point, Todd Howard and Bethesda knew the jig was up, because 1 week later they scheduled a live stream on April 22nd where they officially announced the existence of Oblivion Remastered and shadow dropped it the exact same day.
Yeah. Yeah, baby! Yeah.
In response to such actions, I just want to point at Todd Howard and Bethesda and wag my finger in disgust, because I was working that day, and I had to go through the entire shift knowing that I could have been at home playing Oblivion instead, so thank you for that, Todd. At the same time though, everyone needs to thank Todd and the hardworking folks over at Bethesda because the new and improved title is pretty damn good. Funny enough, I had played about an hour or two of the original game about a week before the remaster came out, so when I heard the news, I decided to just start again, and boy is this game fucking beautiful. Beautiful is not typically a word that I would use when talking about a Bethesda game, but damn, when compared to the original and any other titles from the era, it blows them all out of the water. I recently just got myself a new PC, rocking a 4060 and an i14 700K, so I have absolutely been taking in the sights as often as I can.
Wow! Beautiful!
The best thing about the remaster to me is that although I often find myself admiring the gorgeously updated vistas, at the same time, it also feels how you'd expect Oblivion to feel. This title is very much a game from 2006 that has been slightly modernized with a fresh coat of paint, as well as the addition of sprint and other gameplay tweaks. For better or worse, the Oblivion experience is here, and when I say worse, I mean the god-awful lockpicking and persuasion minigames that make me want to blow my fucking brains out. When it comes to the best, I mean the quests, map exploration, dungeons, main story, and just about everything else that makes Oblivion great. Even the moments when 10 NPCs talk over each other feels authentic.
Shopped at
Really?
on the very altar of
Samuel
love.
Benty used to be able to take any lock in the
By the
city.
gods!
He's settled down now, though.
Take care.
Bethesda even redesigned the Flame Atronax to be way better than it used to be. Admittedly, I don't know what it used to be, but this is better. The thing is, there is one thing about the game that doesn't fully sit right with me, and it's not even the fault of Oblivion, because it is very much a matter of personal preference. The reason that I never got around to playing the original version is the same reason that I have not been able to finish a single playthrough of Skyrim. The simple fact is that I just have a very hard time getting into the fantasy settings of the Elder Scrolls series. I play the remaster, I'm doing quests, I'm exploring the map looking for loot and having a good time doing it. But at some point during every playthrough of Skyrim, and now seemingly Oblivion, I realize that the game does not have the stranglehold on me that will keep me thinking about it even when I'm not physically sitting there playing it. I genuinely do not understand what it is, because I know these are great games, but when I play them, I don't feel how I felt when playing through Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, or even Fallout 4. When I was playing those games for the first time, and I wasn't at home playing them, I was wishing that I could get my ass back home so that way I could play them.
I want more.
I think what it comes down to for me is that Fallout is just my Bethesda series. Those are the games that I think of when I hear the name Bethesda. When I hear any news about Bethesda, I'm looking to see what's being mentioned about Fallout. If the Elder Scrolls 6 is being talked about, I'm usually more concerned about when that's coming out, not so that I can play it, but because the sooner that comes out, the sooner they can get back to making Fallout. With all that being said, I am happy that this remaster turned out to be real, and Bethesda got it out to us as soon as possible. I am happy that it's such a good game and that it still feels like the original, but the thing that makes me the happiest and most excited about it is what it means for the Fallout 3 remaster. The leaks that exposed the potential existence of these remasters went unacknowledged for a long time, until just recently. But even though Todd did eventually acknowledge them and deny their existence as expected, I mean, he wasn't ever gonna just blurt out that the leaks were real, one of them is now confirmed to be real, and the way it was supposedly going to be shadow dropped happened exactly as predicted as well. As of now, there has been no official word on the Fallout 3 remaster, but I would bet every dime to my name that it does indeed exist. Knowing how long these remasters have been planned for, if I were Bethesda, I would be looking to release Fallout 3 Remastered somewhere around the time that Fallout Season 2 on Amazon Prime comes out. When the first season of the show came out, the concurrent player numbers for just about every game in the franchise skyrocketed, and apparently neither Bethesda nor Microsoft expected the show to have that kind of effect on not only the player counts, but the sales of the games.
I gotta do it, man.
As a matter of fact, when the series boomed, Xbox execs became openly vocal about wanting another Fallout game sooner rather than later. If I were them, I'd be prepared the second time around. I obviously can't say outright that's how or when it's going to come out, but it certainly seems like a logical estimate to me. If such a thing were to happen, which I believe is less than a matter of if and more of a matter of when, as we all know, Fallout New Vegas is like a sister title to Fallout 3.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
There is no way in hell that Fallout 3 would get a remaster and New Vegas wouldn't. They definitely wouldn't come out at the same time, but I believe New Vegas would most definitely follow at some point in the future. Again, there is no confirmation for any of this, but the predictions for Oblivion Remastered, aside from the time of release, were spot on. I think that there are great things just over the horizon for the Fallout franchise, folks. We just need to be patient, and pretty soon, we will be seeing Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas with shiny new visuals and gameplay improvements. Just the thought of that gets me really excited as a Fallout fan. But for now, all we can do is prepare for the future. I would be very curious to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this in the comments section down below. Do you think that I'm being too optimistic, or do you think that I'm spot on with this? Feel free to share what you think, and as usual, I will be down there reading and responding to as many of you as I possibly can. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing so that way you can stick around, and smack that like button. It always helps the channel out. Until next time, everyone, I appreciate all of you for taking the time out of your day to give this video a watch, and I will catch you guys later.